Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to discuss certain foods that you can and I strongly recommend that you eat daily to lower your risk of diabetes. Now, I say this because these foods are great for chi and blood, and it generally benefits a particular internal organ, and that being the pancreas, as well as others, stomach. And now when it comes to acupuncture, and you ever hear me speak of the spleen, 2,500 years ago, the spleen had a lot of similar functions to what we've discovered and called the pancreas today. So I do have to remind you periodically that when I say stomach and spleen and its major role in playing toward the production of chi and blood after birth, you can sort of look at the spleen as having those functions. And you know what, I'll do a separate episode just solely discussing that, because I noticed some individuals becoming confused to some extent as to the allopathic understanding of the functions of the spleen. And when I speak of the spleen and stomach being two powerful organs today, so I'll do a separate episode. But in the interim, I want to go over certain foods that you should include in your diet on a daily basis that can lower your risk of diabetes, because I'm getting tons of new patients that are concerned as they're aging over the fact that they're at an increased risk of diabetes. And I want to start with broccoli. But, just overall, I want you to keep in mind that eating the right foods can help blood sugar levels remain steady and lower your risk of diabetes. And you want to focus on foods that are rich in fiber, that have healthy fats and proteins, because that makes a big difference. Especially if you're looking to manage your blood sugar levels. All right? And as a matter of fact, not to even start with broccoli, I'll start with berries, because, when I get up every morning, I'm making fruit smoothies, and there's some sort of berries incorporated in my smoothies, whether I mix blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, and so on, with kiwi or banana or apple or mango, but there's always some form of berries involved. Okay? Why? Because berries are rich in antioxidants as well as healthy fiber, which berries have been known to slow down the absorption of glucose that can push blood sugar levels up. So you want to be aware of that. Another of my favorite is salmon, because, and I do tend to overdo it with salmon, but I try and include mackerel and sardines as well, because fatty fish is very healthy for you. Okay? And omega-3 fatty acids have been known to lower your risk of diabetes, because omega-3 fatty acids have the ability to reduce organ and muscle as well as bone inflammation, while at the same time increasing insulin sensitivity. So you want to really look to include fatty fish in your diet. Okay? And my three favorite are salmon and mackerel and sardines. Those are my three top ones. But that's my preference. To each his own. All right. But of course, there's no way I could have this discussion today without including leafy greens. And you have so many options. I mean, you have spinach, you have kale, you have Swiss chard, you have collard greens, iceberg lettuce, and it just goes on. I mean, there's so much in a way of healthy foods out there that you should not be eating ultra processed foods the way many are doing today. Because leafy greens possess tons of crucial vitamins and minerals in which your body needs to stay healthy. Okay, and they're not packed with sugar. It offers magnesium and vitamin K. And that combination has been known to lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. And there's many ways to have it, and you have many choices. So how do you go wrong? And all of these foods that I'm talking about today are super important for nourishing both chi, which is synonymous with energy or life force, and blood within the body. And leafy greens are great for your liver. You remember I have these discussions on the colors of different fruits and vegetables, and jumping back to berries, like let's say blueberries and blackberries. Great for your kidneys. Raspberries and strawberries. Great for your heart. Okay? But you definitely want to include leafy greens in your diet every day if possible. But another, which is one of my favorites, is avocado. I mean, works wonders on the heart. I mean, loaded with heart healthy unsaturated fat and fiber. Okay? It nourishes the yin aspect of your heart, as well as heart chi, the chi aspect of your heart. Yin and yang just doesn't pertain to the overall human organism, and that's it. I mean, it's micro and macro. The entire body being macro, micro being each internal organ. So in this case, the heart, the chi of your heart, the yin aspect of your heart. Okay? And it helps slow down digestion, so your bloodstream, and this is why I say it's great for both chi and blood, because now when digestion is slowed down, your bloodstream is not overburdened with sugar. And there's so much you can do with avocado. Me, I just cut it in 4, put some sea salt on it, and it makes for a great snack. But you can make guacamole, which is a nutritious vegetable dish, or dip, I should say. So many ways. You mix it in with your salad, cut it up into small bits and do that. I mean, you can't go wrong with avocado. And another is nuts. Now, I try and snack on nuts every day, like almonds and walnuts and pistachios. Again, great for chi and blood. Packed with healthy fats, fiber, and protein, which makes it a great choice for managing blood sugar levels. You can crush them up, or they can be toppings for different types of snacks, smoothies. Why? Again, because the fiber in the different types of nuts that you eat helps slow down digestion, and it prevents spikes in blood sugar. And again, it benefits heart, the yin aspect of your heart, as well as the chi aspect of your heart. That's the energy to keep your heart pumping on a regular basis. Okay? So overall, various types of nuts have been known to improve heart health. And these are things you're not hearing about all day, which is why it's great to make acupuncture is my life, or acupuncture a part of your life. And this is why I hope you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast. Why? Because health is wealth. Again, the wealth is not in the bank account, any type of bank account. Doesn't matter. Savings, checking, investment, does not matter. The wealth is not there. Okay, that's just a place to store your money. As well as your pocket, wallet, or purse. You're storing your money, you're ready cash. And the wealth is not in a shoebox in the closet, nor is it under your mattress. The wealth is in you. All right? But another form of food that's great for lowering your risk of diabetes is chia seeds. Predominantly black with some white. Great for the lungs and kidneys. And the relationship between the lungs and kidneys. Which is very important. And I'll do a separate episode on discussing chi mechanism. Okay, but chia seeds are very powerful and loaded with so many forms of health benefits. It's crazy. Full of fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels and improves digestion. But it also contains omega-3 fatty acids that can reduce inflammation, as well as support heart health. So you want to add it to your smoothies, your oatmeal, to boost your daily nutrition. And I'll go back to broccoli since I started with that in the beginning. What color is broccoli? Green, great for your liver. Great for the liver, of course. And sugar is stored in the liver. I'll get deep into that connection in another episode, but broccoli is a nutrient powerhouse because it's loaded with fiber, it's loaded with antioxidants and vitamins. It supports your overall health, and it helps manage blood sugar levels by improving insulin sensitivity. You can eat it raw, you can steam it, you can roast it. You can get creative with all the foods in which I'm discussing. Okay? But another is my favorite, especially in the morning, cinnamon. I love cinnamon in my black tea. Okay? Because cinnamon imitates insulin by quickly transporting sugar from the bloodstream into your cells. Now, cinnamon can lower blood sugar levels by spiking your body's insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon's great for the stomach and spleen as well. Postnatal chi and blood production. But cinnamon helps insulin be more effective at doing its job. And insulin being the body's hormone that's responsible for breaking down sugar. All right? Another, I would say, is... Matter of fact, you know what? Before I even say this next one, I want everyone to do me a favor. If you're lifting something heavy right now, rest it down. Doesn't matter if you're moving furniture at home or lifting something heavy as part of your job, or you're in a gym right now. I need you to rest it down. And if you're operating some type of vehicle, if it has wings, propellers, land at your nearest airport, wheels, pull over to the side of the road. And if you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. Because now I need you to close your eyes. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. you are. Aren't you glad you did that? Now, the next form of food that's great for lowering your risk of diabetes is whole grains, like wheat or rye or barley. Now, those three while wheat, rye, and barley are some of the bad whole grains to avoid, as they can interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption, you want to avoid those forms of grains, that being wheat, rye, and barley, and focus more on quinoa and brown rice, because quinoa and brown rice have been known to help lower your risk of diabetes. Rich in fiber, minerals, vitamins, which help regulate blood sugar levels while increasing your body's insulin sensitivity level. And that, again, is quinoa and brown rice. And I know some of you are going to get upset that I considered wheat and rye and barley like a bad whole grain, but it is what it is. Now, another form of food is tomatoes. Rich in lycopene, which can reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. You can put it in your salad. You can eat it alone. But you can't go wrong with tomatoes. And you see, it's red. It's red in color. So let's see if you remember which internal organ it really benefits. Not the only one, but plays a big part in benefiting in that is the heart. And many of you have been listening to my podcast, the Acupuncture is My Life podcast, for years now. So you know this, but you newcomers, you don't, and I understand. Another is, believe it or not, dark chocolate. But make sure this dark chocolate is high in cocoa. And I'm talking about 70%. Because dark chocolate has been found to lower your risk of diabetes, because it reduces the risk of insulin sensitivity. It's a great snack. You want to snack on something, snack on that. Okay? But other than that, the best recommendation I could ever make to you is to make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?